graceful and beautiful and physical and angry all at the same time.
Were you idiot, your mind would cave in and your heart would explode within your chest.
This is going to be a shame.
Here we go!
Well, let's get after it back in the TCA Studio. Matt over here, Rob making a rare midweek visit. What's happening, man?
I love the midweeks.
Yeah. I love the nightlife.
I love the boogie.
Yeah, man. Who doesn't?
Yeah, you strike me as a disco go round kind of guy.
On the disco go round.
Oh, yes.
Sure.
Yeah. It's all good, man.
Yeah.
It's all good. Feels almost balmy out there, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It's like -5, -4, somewhere in there.
Comparatively speaking, I'll take it.
Yeah, well, it's going to go back down to lows of in the mid -20s on the weekend. So
All right, well.
good to be here now. Not seeing you on the weekend.
Yeah. And really, the now was not mandatory. Would have been good to just not see on the weekend.
No, it's not true.
It's a dark beer weekend for me, man. I hadn't looked that far ahead in the forecast. So to know that, Saturday, a little dark beer, dark beer, whatever. Dark beers.
Dark Craft Beer Festival.
Yeah. And by festival, a bunch of us bring beer to my friend's place and then drink it.
That's the best kind. Like, what are we talking about?
So it sounds like it'll be the right weather for that. And honestly, as long as it's not like -20 tomorrow while I'm fucking around trying to get on the train and, with bags and whatever else, that'll be fine. I don't think it's supposed to be too bad. But when I say tomorrow, I mean today for the good listener. But,
Cinch up the fly eyes and get going.
Sure. I think they'll probably cinch themselves up at that point.
If it's cold enough,
Yeah.
they'll already be tight to the body.
Speaking of dark beer, well, I don't know what you got. I got something dark over here.
Well, what do you got?
Oh, this is an old favorite, man. You know this. This is from the Railway City Brewing Company, the Black Coal Stout.
Oh, at a St. Mary's or St. Thomas.
St. Thomas, yeah. Right. Home of Jumbo Joe.
Right.
Also, and other Jumbo.
Yeah, where Jumbo
Former
Joe.
home
Yes,
of,
exactly.
Resting place of Jumbo. This is a 6% stout. I don't even remember the last time I had it, but have enjoyed it for quite some time now. So that's what I'm rolling with, 6% here, the Black Coal Stout out of Railway City.
I see your stout over there. I am
Black
going
Coal
from
Stout.
Yeah.
Won't you go?
I am going a little closer to home from Bicycle.
Bicycle.
I am doing their Peregrine Imperial Stout.
Oh, I've had that. It's nice.
Coming
I think
in,
it's like 9% or something, isn't it?
11.
Oh no.
Bam. Yeah, well, as of recording, I don't work tomorrow.
Okay.
So
every day's a Friday.
Yeah. Bet big. Swing for the fences. Yeah, 11%. I figured.
All right.
We'd do this.
Well, we'll save the stupider topics for the end, which is just about anything on this show, I suppose. I wanted to start here, and in a second, I want to talk about the debacle.
Okay, can I just, since we both have stouts, so I had something going on Sunday.
We got something going on.
Matt's feeling it today. He's got his dancing shoes on.
Yeah.
So anyways, went to see the 67s play. Went to grab a pint afterward at Crust and Crate.
Okay. Never been.
I'd skip it.
Okay.
It's
craft is right there.
It's okay. And we should have went that way because I get in there and I'm like, I'm looking at the beer menu and it's lagers in terms of craft. It's lagers, it's sours, and a lot of IPAs.
And now I'm sour.
Yeah. And I'm like, hey, where's the dark beers?
Yeah. You know, it's January out there, right?
Where's the dark beers at? And he's like, well, we have the Ashton Amber. I'm like, that is not a...
Well, we're inching in the right direction.
Yeah, but that is like...
Yeah.
What are we doing? I came for a filet mignon and I got a hot dog. You know what I mean? One is a meat product.
Yep.
And he's like, well, it's a younger crowd.
And humans are now being born without taste buds? Is that the problem here?
Like,
we've evolved into bland ass...
Yeah, like only one type of beer?
Yeah.
Like I'm not wearing Depends here. I can't get a stout, not a porter, not a brown. not a bidder.
Well, you're right, man. You have talked me out of visiting
That's what I'm saying.
Crutch and
And
whatever.
they will never the crotch and the berries or the twig and the berries, whatever it was.
Yeah.
But I'm not going back. That is it. That
Any
is it.
place that calls an amber a dark beer, it's no good, man.
Well, we have the amber. Yeah. And if my aunt had a cock, she'd be my uncle.
I suppose she would.
Anyways, that's just all I wanted to say here.
Okay.
I was unsatisfied.
How were you? Were you satisfied by the 67s game? How was that? Like, legitimately, I don't know what the score was.
Seats were great.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Seats were great.
Yeah.
And now I am. I don't,
Sudbury in town on Sunday.
Yeah. I don't know where my junior hockey allegiances are these days. Like, I don't know, depending on who's
Check
playing.
the standings.
Yeah, well, not even really. I like to see the hometown team do well.
Sure.
I like to see the local guys do well, but I don't have any skin in the game for the 67s. Like I said, when I lived in Peterborough, I was like, oh, 67s are better. And then when I lived in London, I'm like, oh, I'm a Pete's guy. Never a Knights guy, though. Never.
No.
Anyways, Sudbury won.
Okay.
Sudbury won 5-2, and it was a bit of a snoozer of a game. So,
All right.
and the company was just satisfactory.
Company was good over here in your absence.
Yeah, well, see, and I was texting you.
Yeah. I miss you.
I'm like, I wish I was with you. And Matt's like, well, I don't. Feelings are not reciprocated. I get it. It's fine.
Actually, first you asked me if I missed you, and then you made fun of me for like 3 texts. I was like, yeah, no, Rob. No, I don't. You dick.
Well, and to pull the curtains way back, when I sent it, it was 1:20.
Yes.
And I said, as soon as I sent it, I'm like, he's going to say,
Yeah, because
well,
the text said, do you miss me yet? Or something like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
And he's going to be, well, you normally wouldn't be here for 25 more minutes, which is a shot at me because I'm supposed to be here at 1:30. Rarely. And so I said that to the better half, and then Matt.
It was my second text in response. At least I came back with something else.
Exactly,
first,
exactly. Right as rain, though. I'm like,
yeah,
look at that.
there it is.
There it is.
Yeah. We're going to punt my thing to the start of the second half. Remind me, I want to talk about Winnipeg. Not the Jets, just Winnipeg.
Said no one ever.
But can we start here? Because I want to explain to the audience sort of what happened with the Julian McKenzie show
Of course,
on
man.
Tuesday morning.
I'll just go over here.
No, you have seen this particular show before. I don't handle it well when things don't go exactly as I have mapped them out. And I do a lot of mapping ahead of time. And so maybe it's no more complicated than that. Like it's frustration over wasted time. But Julian was good enough to come in here on Monday afternoon in a very busy time for him. He's barnstorming, right? He's doing the media blitz. The new book is out, Black Aces. We will link to it again in the show notes wherever you're hearing us right now. Highly recommend it. And so he comes in here at around 12:45 on Monday. And we're like 25 minutes into recording and the power goes out in the building. And I'm sort of like hoping like, maybe it's just a quick, like happens, right? A surge or whatever. Now I'm already, even with that surge, has the show survived like the first half? But regardless, the power doesn't immediately come back up. And we sit here for 2 or 3 minutes chatting and waiting. And now I'm getting apologetic and he's like, hey, I don't think this was you, right? Like he's being a good guy.
Yeah.
But it's probably 20, 25 minutes go by. And there's a couple different times where I'm sort of like half giving him the, hey, you know, if you got other stuff to do, I don't know when or if this is coming back up. And in my own head, this is the part I know you have seen before. I am checked out. The hamster is on the wheel on something. I'm talking. I'm sort of half here, but I am. If the power came back up right now, how long do I have to see if the first half is salvageable? Do we redo the first half? Can we just move on to the second half and risk that I won't be able to find those corrupted files that were lost, when the power went down? And now am I releasing a show with Julian McKenzie on the day his book comes out without mention of the book? And so I am just, like I said, he couldn't have been any cooler about it. And I did, as soon as the power came back on, I go to the computer, I check the backup files. The backup is missing a significant part of it because obviously it was running on power too, right? Like it's great to have a backup, but if the power's out, that's it. I'm on the computer and I can see a huge file, but it's super corrupted. Like there's something there, and I'm like,
It's the Epstein files.
somebody. yes, it is. There's something large enough. I just, from doing this enough times, I know the size of the file. Like that's it, but it's busted to hell, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to salvage it. And so I said to him, "Why don't we do this like the second half?" And the whole time he had kind of been. He goes, "I don't know if I can get back here, but we could do something on Zoom or whatever later if this is." So we agree to just go with the second half when we got the power back. But it's not just like the stuff we had to throw overboard, right? When you lose 25 minutes and he's only got so much time for you, there's questions about the book. There's things I wanted to ask him about here on the local beat that are just overboard. And I was able very late last night, by the time it was all done, or Monday night for the listener, to get that file put together enough. We did lose a few minutes, and then obviously the opportunity cost of losing those 25 minutes. I was rattled, and sometimes the fact that your guest is so understanding is actually rattling you more, right? Like if you weren't such a good guy, I'd be less upset about losing this. Yeah, exactly that, man. And so yeah, it was a fight. It was a bit of and the reason it rattled me so much is 2 weeks ago, Bunda was supposed to come in here in studio, and we got just crushed with snow, and he's taking care of his mom's farm for her while she's down south. So that one got moved remotely. It still happened, but it was done remote. Last week, Kevin Mickey was supposed to be on the show, certainly remotely, just before he left for Italy. He sort of had his own crisis that he had to deal with before taking off, so that show got binned completely. And then this one this week gets knocked up. So we're on kind of a sour run, or at least I am. And I didn't want to get into it yesterday when I did put in like an edit point. Hey, sorry. In the middle, right? Here's why the part on the book got cut so short, and here's why we're just sort of off and into the sends hereafter. But I didn't want to get into it. But I do want to apologize to the audience, and again, obviously to Julian, certainly, that show wasn't what it should have been. He's always been an awesome guest in here. He's always been cool about it, and he was cool about it yesterday. But
he slammed the door and was like, fuck that, I'm never coming back here again.
Man. Yeah, could be. Yeah.
You know that's not the case at all.
It just, I'm frustrated that that's what I've been churning out for you, the good listener here lately. So I wanted to explain exactly what happened. It wasn't like Julian put the clamp on us and that's why the show was so short. Nothing like that happened. This is all on our end. There's nothing I can do about a power outage, but it doesn't mean you feel any better about what we put out there yesterday.
How about a generator?
I said that to him when we traded some texts. I said, don't be surprised the next time you roll it. Big diesel generator right under the fucking desk. And
right here that I'm banging my knee into all the time. Well, there's lots of room over here, Matt. Let's do it.
And Rob, this happened, I don't know, 6 months ago, a year and a half ago. I don't even remember. We lost a show for technical reasons. It might have been. And so Rob, ever since then, has given me shit on a lot of Sundays. Like, hey, you running that backup? Hey, you running? Like, fuck, leave me alone. I've learned my lesson. The backup was running on this one, but it too requires electricity.
It's got to the point where even if I don't say something, Matt will say,
just shut up.
Yes, backup is on.
Yes. I'm cutting you off at the pass.
Exactly.
So that's what happened. I do apologize. Check out the book, though. It looks pretty solid here. He's brought us a signed copy that'll go up on the shelf here in the studio.
Black Aces.
Yeah.
Well, and
essential stories from hockey's Black Trailblazers.
And did he say when his book signing was? He was doing one. I think it's a perfect books.
Yes, he did. I don't remember off the top of my head, but we will put the date again in the show notes.
I just hope it's not tonight.
It is not tonight. No, it's a couple weeks down the road.
Okay,
that
Perfect Books, and I'm not exactly sure where that is, but it's a local book dealer. So,
yeah, and he was heavy pushing that part too. That it was, support your local store. It doesn't have to just be Amazon, right? Or it doesn't have to be Indigo or whatever. Yeah. So
and as somebody who works with books, yeah, man, support the locals for sure. So if you're interested, and Julian's a cool dude.
Yeah.
So he'll be happy to see you, and so will your local book dealer.
100%. And if you are listening somewhere else and that store isn't you can go in any local bookstore and just say, hey, I'd like to check. They'll get it for you. They can bring it in, even if you don't see it on the shelves. So don't hesitate to do that either. So all that out of the way, I just wanted to, like I said, it was the third straight week where something had gone off the rails that was leaving me feeling.
And Matt handles those with grace. Yeah, he sends me the text and he's like, there's a bunch of things. And at the end he's like, super sour vibes over here. And I'm like, okay, but is that a move up or is that a move down? I'm not sure what
it's
is that.
It's down from the regular sour. That's all. This is super sour.
So I thought, okay, you know what? Matt's not in the mood for my brand of jocularity.
Matt wasn't in the mood for much. It was a late night finally retrieving everything and getting it because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. It's a corrupted file. I think if I try this, no. And I did find a way to do it, but it would only give me 2.5 minute pieces at a time.
Yeah.
And oh, this is so.
I'm going to Tetris this show back together.
Exactly what it was, man. And so, yeah, I went to bed last night at, much later than I was hoping, and then didn't sleep anyway, which is a whole other thing.
Yeah.
Just got up and started packing to whatever. So that's where we're at.
And you can tell by the sigh, ladies and gentlemen.
It's been one of those
48
hour periods or whatever. So thanks to Julian, though, for doing it. Certainly check out the book. Thanks to Shrides for being here on the Monday morning show.
Yes, indeed.
And we'll move forward from here. Some news on the Canadian Olympic team today. Do you want to start there? I thought.
Thank God. Am I right? Thank God.
For what?
That Sam Bennett is in? I'm tired of that storyline. Let's just get it over with, and let's.
That's a little more celebratory than I'm feeling about him being on the team.
No. I'm
just mean stop talking about it.
Tongue in cheek. Yeah, okay. I'm just everyone with no matter what happened, there was an injury, somebody's out. They're like, Sam Bennett.
Yes,
dude's a dog, and you're like, fuck.
There was a reason, to lose your spot on a championship-winning team. He hadn't had a good start to the year,
right.
And with all the opportunity to do so, with Barkov being out, they still weren't playing him as a checking line center, which is sort of what you would need him to be for Team Canada. And you and I think, talked about this a couple of weeks ago. I didn't love him as a Braden Point replacement.
Right.
I think
he was not going to be in the tree of Braden Point replacements, right?
No.
Player for
that
player.
Was more of a Scheifele, Bedard kind of group that you'd be looking to replace that guy. But Cirelli, I think you can have Sam Bennett, and it is Cirelli who is out, injured, won't be going. They did announce this on Tuesday afternoon. Sam Bennett will take his place. If Sam Bennett is your fourth line center, you're totally fine with that, right? You still have Suzuki, you still have Horvat. If you want to have Sam Bennett as the guy who starts, because you have 14 forwards, maybe he doesn't dress. I don't know how they're going to set it up, but I think he's the right guy to replace Cirelli.
Well, now, like I said, all the oxygen that was going to, if they didn't win the gold medal,
yes,
it's going to be because Sam Bennett didn't go.
Sure.
You didn't take the reigning Conn Smythe Trophy winner?
Yeah. And we're being a little over the top about it. He's a good player.
Yes.
But he's not going to win or lose this tournament.
He's not McDavid. He's not McKinnon.
No.
Let's just, I understand, but there was a pile of oxygen being sucked up by this.
For sure.
I didn't have him on my team.
I didn't either. When we did our teams, over the holiday season, neither one of us had taken him. But as a replacement for this particular player, I think that's fine.
Who I didn't have on my team?
No.
Either.
No, it's true. I did mention this to Julian on the other day when we were talking about the Olympic thing, that it sort of seems like Bedard is just out. To me, he had earned his way on up until that injury, and since he's been back, he hasn't looked quite the same. Yeah. I don't know if he rushed back. I don't know if that's just the ebb and flow of a season.
I'll be back in early January. Yeah, all right.
So I don't think he's going to be a factor. We still haven't gotten any update on Braden Point. It seems like they're giving him every possible minute that they can.
I was looking at the Canadian men's Olympic roster before coming in today.
Yeah.
So Sam Bennett is on it.
Okay.
And Braden Point is still on it. So
okay.
I'm just saying, in terms of what they seem to be going with,
yeah,
that's what as current as you're going to get.
it sounds like most of the guys are flying over. There's a couple different charters leaving from different points, I guess, in North America on Saturday. So Tampa has a game tonight, Tuesday night, and Thursday as well against Florida.
And I know Sam Bennett is the jump-off topic here on this, but do you feel like the injury to Bedard sort of lets Hockey Canada off the hook?
100%.
Like they
didn't want to do it. They were sort of being pushed.
And then how good his first half was, and then they're like, "Oh, I guess we got to do this."
Sorry.
He's injured.
We would have loved to have had you, man.
Yeah.
And like I said,
there's some parting gifts.
Since being back, it's not like he's been quite the same either.
Right.
So
they're like, "Well, we tried,
yeah,
but here we are."
I absolutely think that that it gave them the out I think that they wanted to have. Like, they didn't want to have to do that. So, the other one who's got my eye right now, and it's kind of selfish, but like it seems like everyone except the Sens, actually, although this week they kind of get back in, like every team's playing like 2 games every 18 hours or every 36 hours or something. Yes. Except last week the Sens, what was it, Sunday, Wednesday, Saturday, or something like that.
Yes, exactly.
Like, what are you fuckers relaxing over here for?
Yeah.
But yeah, they do now have
because they went 16 weeks in a row with 4 games a week. Like, I don't know.
And I think finish up here with 3 and 4 nights.
They do
as well.
They go Monday. They play tonight as of recording. Tuesday night, and then Thursday.
Again. Yeah. I'm looking at Nylander, obviously, because
smoke show on Monday night.
Yeah, lighten up those flames. Actually, let me get your take on this. One of those Leaf reporters was saying, now that the Leafs are back on a winning streak, does it change your plans again? And it does feel like we're going to do this every couple of weeks up until the deadline. Like, oh, they're so brutal, sell everything. Oh, they've won 2 in a row. The thing I took away, honestly, from his tweet was, is 2 games a winning streak? Just, I know this is nitpicky.
Yes.
I'm
No,
curious. Is it a
not.
streak?
No.
Not for me. Like, to me,
3.
you've won back-to-back.
3 is a streak.
3 is a streak. Okay. But I look at Nylander, and he came back early from this groin injury once, hurt himself apparently in celebrating a goal.
Berube would love that.
Yeah, he came back, I think it was his first game back against Vegas, got a goal and an assist in the first period, and then we didn't see him for another couple of weeks. He comes back on Saturday against Vancouver to play the same as most teams are doing, 3 and 4 nights, and then off to the Olympics on God knows what kind of ice surface. Like, I'm just like cringing at.
You're hearing all kinds of good things, though. The ice surface is not bad.
It sounds like the ice, the guy who makes it, I think he works for the Avalanche, is the guy running the show over there. Moffat, maybe?
Yes, I believe that's right.
And he was saying this is amongst the best ice I've ever made. And
sort of that hole over there.
Don't look at that.
The quality of the ice is supposed to be not bad.
I agree with that. I've heard the same things, that there will be issues with the arena. The playing surface won't be one of them. But just 3 and 4 nights for a guy coming off an injury, like he already came back once to injury. Like, I think there's a lot of guys that are like, I'm fine. Like, I'm going to the Olympics. We haven't done this in the length of my career. I'm fucking going, and whatever I have to show, I'll show.
How many guys do you think when the Olympics are done and everyone comes back, how many guys, and we'll use
I need a week.
We'll use Nylander, I need a couple weeks or whatever, are going to just be like,
I absolutely think that's coming. I don't know if it'll be him or not. I don't know if it'll be, but that's good. There will be a couple of those that are like, I played through something so you wouldn't give me shit about going to the Olympics, but the Olympics are over now, and And I
think there's going to be a pile of people who are going to be like, oh, great, like here in Ottawa with Brady Tkachuk, right? That's the sort of the thing where everyone's like, oh, he's not quite the same. We talked about this 2 weeks ago, right? He's not quite the same. He's saving himself.
For someone special.
I think there's a pile of guys who are injured now who aren't taking time off because they want to go to the Olympics.
Yes.
And then when the Olympics are done, they're going to be like, and fans are going to be like, oh, you hurt yourself at the Olympics. God damn it. And the reality is there's a lot of guys, I think, going over compromised right now.
I think that's right. And, the other thing we talked about with Brady as the example, but he won't be the only one, where fans are offended before wanting the time off. It's like when they get there and he suddenly looks great. Like, when you play for your country, you will step it up. It's not a random Tuesday night in New Jersey or whatever.
To the wall.
Everyone is going to be like that, and I think Brady will be no exception. I did hear, I think it was Friedman talking on the latest 32 Thoughts podcast, that there are people already wondering about the Florida Panthers as like a conspiracy that like as soon as the Olympics are over, because their season is basically lost at this point.
As of recording, 9 or 10 points out of second wild card.
9 I think right now, going into Tuesday night's action. So we'll see, but like they get the benefit of the doubt as they should. They've been to 3 straight Cup finals. They have 2 championships. They haven't had their captain all year. You haven't had Matthew Tkachuk for most of the year. There's, I guess, Friedman saying that there's some rumblings, whisperings of guys thinking as soon as the Olympics are over, yeah, you know what? Oh, Marchand, he's got something going on. Shut it down. Like, Forsling, go ahead. You shut it down.
Well,
like,
Tkachuk, Tkachuk, if it wasn't for the Olympics, he's probably
not back
Matthew,
yet.
He's probably not back yet either.
So allowing the Panthers to just fully rest, fully bottom out, and then come back.
Get Gavin McKenna.
Maybe. Well, I don't know if they'll be that bad, but fuck
well,
that.
They probably don't have their pick.
Yeah, it's true enough. But, you know, allow your guys to rest and just understand it's a lost year, and you have that couple of, you know, that jewelry box in your back pocket anyway, and come back fully rested next year. I do wonder just quickly, because I want to get back to the Olympic thing here in a minute. Bobrovsky, 37 years old, not having a good year.
Goalie Bob.
Old as shit.
Yeah.
But would you consider selling him at the deadline if you were the Panthers, with the understanding you can come back if you want, like
as a UFA?
Yeah.
Nah.
And like maybe he doesn't want to do it, like because he's got his cups too, right? Like, so I don't know if he's a UF. Like
he's got his cups, he's got his Vezinas. Like for all the shit and flack he took at the beginning of that contract.
Yes.
Like even though he had already won 2 Vezinas prior to getting there, people were shitting on him.
100%, man.
We were shitting on him.
Yep.
And
I still am.
Yeah.
Fucking guy.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't want to go anywhere. And again, like if you remember when they were in Columbus, they're like, we don't want to go anywhere else, but we're not resigning here and whatever else. And you're like, Panarin and him were both going to Florida.
Well,
at
that's
that
the other one,
time.
man, is
Yeah.
they have the same agent, and Friedman floated again on the same podcast. Like, if that's where Panarin wants to go, and Bobrovsky understands he's 37 in that can they make that work? The two of them, because there was talk they would go leave Columbus and go wherever together, and I actually think it was both of them to the Panthers
at that
one
time.
point.
It was exactly that both were going to go to Florida as a package.
Yeah. So would they both, you know, maybe take a little less?
Panarin is not taking less.
It doesn't sound like it.
But Bobrovsky would have to take less.
Yeah.
Like you got to cut his
You're
contract
37 years old now.
by 50% at least.
Yeah. And maybe that creates some of the room you need for.
But they are so up against it. So, and now again, you know, I remember when Bill Zito took that job, and he came from, I don't know, he was Arizona, Columbus.
Yeah.
And we thought, that's
this fucking guy.
This is it.
Yeah.
That's paraphrasing.
Who are you?
But and all he's done is just go for it and cram and.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll figure it out later. Give me Seth Jones now. I don't know.
Yeah. Do it. How are you
no way you can bring back Bennett.
Ekblad, Bennett, and Marchand. And you're like, I'm going to do it.
Doink, doink,
and you're like,
doink.
So,
fuck.
Bill Zito.
Yeah.
You're my hero.
With the men's Olympic tournament starting before, you and I will be in studio again together. And look, there's 3 nights of action as you and I talk left. So no, I don't think, you know, let's say Hellebuck gets lit up in his last game. I don't think anybody's last result here before they leave is going to change anybody's mind. But I'm curious where we're at for both Canada and USA on who you would start in game 1. And are you starting them because you think that's your guy? Or, like this is clearly now a Binnington thing, out of loyalty, and then go to somebody else for game 2 and then claim you're making your decision then? Why don't we start with the Americans?
I was just going to say, can we start with the Americans?
Yeah. Connor Hellebuck, Jake Ottinger, and Jeremy Swayman. It sounds like actually, I think this is kind of cool because the Bruins are done, the Stars are done.
Bruins have one more game.
Yeah?
They have a game this week. Yeah, one game.
Okay.
So it may be tonight.
It must be because I've read in a couple places that Swayman and McAvoy and Ottinger aren't waiting for the charter. They want to go and do the opening ceremony on Thursday, Friday. Yeah, in Italy. So I think that's pretty cool. We have heard I remember the Bruins actually excused Chara for a game. I think it was before 2014. It must have been to go over and march with Slovakia. I think he was their flag waiver. Flag bearer.
He's a dude, though.
Yeah.
Chara, man.
And he had tenure by then. And he had, you can miss
And are
one.
you telling him no?
No, I'm probably
He's
not.
going to give you the Brian McCabe treatment. Start swinging you around.
So, yeah, maybe they do have one more, the Bruins, but there's a couple guys that it sort of sounds like for a couple different countries. If we're done on time, I don't want to wait for the charter. I want to go. I want to do that.
I think the Bruins, if they I think it must be tonight.
Yeah.
And they're done early.
And you're in East Coast.
And they only have the one game, and bang, you're over.
Maybe Dallas must be finished tonight too, or early enough.
I looked at all three of their stats.
Yep.
Before coming in today, did you?
The three goalies? Yeah.
Yeah. Man, and you could throw a hula hoop between sort of an 890 to a 903. All three of them are within that in the save percentage.
Yep.
And all three of them are between a 270 and a 280 goals against. And 15 wins, I think, for Hellebuck, and the other two are at 22.
And this is why I find this so difficult. Is Hellebuck's kind of average 896 or whatever it is better because he's playing behind a worse team, or is he partly responsible for the bad team? It's sort of hard to untangle.
No, I think it's both.
Yeah.
I think it's both. I don't think this is, and let's be honest, all the shit that people...
No, I don't want to do that.
All the stuff that people are talking about with Bennington.
Yeah.
And you're like...
He's lost his job in St. Louis.
He's not even the starting goalie on his club team. And you
Bring
go...
Joel Hofer to fucking Italy,
can we?
man. Yeah.
Let's bring Hofer and the two Woods out of Colorado and let's go with it. But it's this talk of what he's done in the past and all these things. And
legacy.
You go, well, in Hellebuck, at the biggest level, at the highest level, he's never done anything.
No. And this is it.
And so
you owe loyalty to someone who's never done it.
At least Bennington has a cup and a Four Nations win.
Yep.
Head-to-head against Hellebuck.
And a World Championship silver. No, it was a quarterfinal loss. It wasn't even a finals loss.
Twice he's been to Worlds. And so when people talk about, well, he's done this and he's done that, and I'm like, yeah, but he also went to Worlds twice.
Lost to Denmark.
And he lost to Denmark this year with a team that had
Crosby,
McKinnon,
Celebrini.
and you're like, and people are like, yeah, sign me up for that, man, because I want to. And Bennington was a guy, and he didn't do it. And he didn't do it the year before.
Yeah.
Now, again, loyalty goes a long way.
100%, man.
I signed up. I said I would do it. But Hellebuck, to me, is you don't owe that guy anything.
I'm with you.
Yeah, sorry, I'm pointing at you.
Yeah.
And speaking in a way that...
Damn it, Matt.
That would suggest
enough with your Connor Hellebuck boosting.
You and Bill Guerin.
Flag waving, if you will.
Love Connor Hellebuck.
Yeah.
But I'm going with Swayman. That's my gut. That's my gut reaction.
That's when I looked at it too, man. I landed on Swayman, and he was the third last year. So again, this is similar to when we selected our... I don't think there's any chance that's what's happening.
No, I don't either.
But that's what I would do. That. I think Ottinger got off to a bit of a rocky start, but has recovered, and Dallas is elite. So he knows how to... this is an under-discussed thing. Are you any good playing behind a good team where you might not see a lot of chances, right? Or it's just a different type of pressure. Or everybody used to talk about Brodeur. Some people give him shit because he only saw 15 shots a night. Others would be like, you don't know how hard that is, right?
It's worse.
Yes, sometimes it is, right? And it takes a certain type of mental approach. And playing behind a Team Canada or a Team USA at the Olympics is going to look a lot more like that than it is playing behind these Winnipeg Jets. Or to me, Swayman is the guy.
Or Shilov for Latvia.
Sure. Christers Zidlikins? What was the guy in 2014 that just about ruined our fucking lives?
Jalobniak?
Yeah, exactly.
No, I don't know.
Godslevskis.
I don't know. I don't know.
Matter.
Who's the Danish carpenter? That guy who at Worlds...
Great nickname.
Yes,
exactly. Oh, that's right.
Who would show up...
Got a day job.
Bringing his big wood. Let's get after it.
I'm with you, though. Swayman is playing well and doing it behind... Look, the Bruins are better than we expected, but they're not a world beater this year.
No.
And he's been great. And I think we've seen this enough times in the past that you can pretty much write off last season based on missing camp. And
yes,
it sucks that missing 2 weeks of what we all call boring, garbage hockey can derail a season. But I think at this point we've seen it enough times to understand that Yeah, it absolutely can.
You may think it sucks.
Yeah.
And players do, and for the most part, fans do.
Yeah.
But
It's like pitchers in spring training. You're like, fuck, really? This matters to you to go face
Next week,
the double A? I know, man. That this is important for you as an established MLB starter to go down to Bradenton, Florida and face the double A version of, and yeah, it matters. It's got to be built up. It's got to happen.
The
or
Kissimmee Astros.
You just don't get quite. Nice. I'm with you. I would ride with Swayman here. I don't think that's what they will do.
Which
he'll still be the third. I think Ottinger might become the guy.
I think you're right. I think they go Ottinger, Hellebuck as the backup, and Swayman. But the reality is, it's ridiculous to look at it that way. Because you're afraid Hellebuck is going to get his nose bent out of shape if you say to him, "We're putting you up in the press box."
Hi, you always ruin your team in the playoffs. And you lost in the Four Nations. Look, it's not like he was terrible in the Four Nations.
No, he wasn't. It's true. But you are the guy. You're supposed to be the guy.
And he is coming off an MVP caliber season, right? A Vezina season. Yeah. So it wouldn't be an easy decision. And again, neither one of us are pinning the loss on him last year. But I don't know. At some point, it does have to creep in on you that maybe he's just not quite got it in those big moments. I don't know, man. And like you said, how big of is Winnipeg bad in front of him? Is he helping Winnipeg be bad? Like it's a lot to untangle.
And I don't understand what's happening in Winnipeg because they are, you don't remove Ehlers. You don't remove Ehlers and then go from President's Trophy winners.
Well, can I talk to you about removing a skilled right winger and having everything fall apart?
No,
I'm vaguely familiar with.
You mean the greatest ever?
It must be, man.
Toronto-born player,
the glue that was holding it all together.
Man, oh man,
Scotch tape.
Well, I was listening to. I told you I was listening to TSN 1050 this morning.
Yeah,
and the question was, if you could only have one, who would you rather have? Mitch Marner, William Nylander.
Well, this has been the question since 2017.
And man, oh man, everyone was coming down on the Marner side of the fence.
Okay.
And they're like, at least in the regular season, Marner can do more for you.
100%. I agree with that.
And you're just like, fuck.
And yet you would have to ignore 9 years of playoff results to go, love or hate Willie, he will still be that for you in the playoffs. Like, yeah, you're going to hate it when he disappears in game 3, but in game 4, he might have 3 points. He's...
Yeah, I'm fascinated by that whole.
When you know me, I love Willie's my guy. That's my favorite Leaf for whatever reason. And Mitch for the last several years has kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But there is no doubt apparently he was the glue holding it all together.
You can't dispute it now, Matt. Although Matthias Michelli, he seems to be
I think he might be the guy who kabonged Berube. Now, it would have had to have been with a shovel from a safe distance and from behind.
He is. Now, Berube, never the best looking guy.
He's already healed up. Someone else is, they said in the locker.
He's got a head like Domi. It's made of plasticine and
but once
concrete.
it breaks, it should take some time.
No, it's plasticine. It's kind of just whoop.
I guess there's been a lot of, I'm not a comic book guy. I know you're not either. A lot of X-Men references about the fact that Berube is already I'm over it. It's fine. It's just
like Wolverine.
That kind of. I guess
all right.
Their deal is that they heal quickly or whatever else. So
that Berube would be that guy.
Yeah.
But man, that was a beaut.
Holy fuck! Half your skull. There's
it's
a meme.
Showing. I can see it.
There's a meme where Homer decides he's going to start at the gym one day, and he has no idea what he's doing. So he lays down on the bench press, and he lifts the thing up, and then he lays down, and his head's under the stack, and he keeps ka-donk, ka-donk, ka-donk. Oh, I'm really feeling the burn. I can see why people think this is hard. It just keeps landing on his head. That's what it looks like happened to Craig Berube.
Nobody does a bench press on a Universal. That's the first problem right there.
Well, tell the animators.
Yeah.
We should get to the Canadian goalies.
Yes.
Look, you and I talked about this when we made the I wouldn't have chosen Jordan Binnington.
I also would not have chosen Jordan Binnington.
But he's here, despite
and people are still talking about giving him the game 1 start.
Do you think that's what's going to happen? I think that's what's going to happen.
Man,
So they go Czechia, and then the next day they play Switzerland, and then they have one day off, and then France.
yeah.
And this is why this is all, like, how many times have we had this type of conversation around the World Juniors? We want to give both goalies a look. Goalie 1, you get Russia on Boxing Day. Goalie 2, you get Norway in game 2. How did you learn
Nothing.
Like, those aren't comparable performances no matter what the guys do. And I think, look, the Swiss are not Norway. And actually,
The Swiss will be, with they got Yossi,
the Swiss beat us in 06 and took you to a shootout in 2010.
Timo Meyer.
Yeah. No, there's going to be pieces there, man, for sure. And they just play a system. Like, they know what they are, and they know how to hang around when they're outgunned.
Yeah.
So, look, it's possible you beat them 5-1. It's possible you beat them 2-1. It's possible the really bad thing happens.
Hey!
'Cause like I said, yeah, they beat Canada in 06 on the big ice.
It's not a given.
No,
is
it's
what you're
not.
saying. Yes.
So I don't want to, but Czechia is the harder game. So I think
Czechia, I think, will play in a semifinal.
wouldn't shock me.
Like I
Need
think
one of those 3 goalies to get hot though,
I know, but if you look at it and you go,
because Dostel has not been great this year. Vejmelka's been good,
yeah, Vejmelka's the guy.
probably the guy. Yeah.
But
Well, at the end of last season, I would have said Dostel's your guy. So
yeah,
anyway,
where's Dobish from?
he's a Czech. I don't know if he's on the team or not. I can't remember who the third goalie. It might have been Dobish, but he has also not had a great year.
But he's been decent lately.
Okay, because he kind of stole the show last year.
End of last year.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyways, I think that's the team that will be in that top 4. If I was to be a betting man,
So
maybe the Finns have something to say about that.
if just out of loyalty you're giving Binnington one of these games,
I am not.
no, I'm not either, but I think they are.
That's stupid.
I agree, but
Fuck you,
does it
John
have to be
Armstrong.
game 1? Because I think back to 02 as a very old guy. Not as old as everybody in the room, but as a fairly old guy.
Not as old as the guys ordering stout at a bar.
Yeah, turning a judgmental eye up at the Amber.
Yeah, well, but I'm also giving them double guns.
Right.
Yeah, you know what, buddy?
Fuck you, man.
Fuck you.
I hold you personally
Yeah, no,
responsible.
for sure.
They started, Pat Quinn wanted Curtis Joseph to be the guy. And they got lit the fuck up by Sweden in game 1. And then Brodeur got game 2, which I believe was always the plan. But that was Germany. And you're like, these things are not the same, right? Like, and
Yeah.
so you have to make the call based on that. And they stuck with Brodeur. Obviously, it was the right decision. Went and got themselves a gold medal out of it. In 2010,
I was going to say, how about for you younger people?
Brodeur
2010.
starts the tournament, turns it over to Luongo after the loss to the Americans at the end of the round robin. That also turned out well. So I don't think like you're married to anybody just by giving them game 1 or 2, but I'm curious how you
Do
would
we have a Hall of Famer, a future Hall of Famer in this list?
not at
Is
the
there a
moment.
Brodeur or a Luongo in? I'd even take a Curtis Joseph.
Belfour, no, nothing. The third goalie on that 0-2 team was Belfour.
We get a guy who played for Bishops or
like
Brock Badgers.
Marc-Andre Fleury, man. You've been on the treadmill at all here over the last couple of months? Like,
James Reimer. Can I offer you a James Reimer?
no, I guess not. But I'll think about it.
Yeah, well, because it seems to be the thing.
Yep.
I am, because you have Thompson is may play this week.
It sounds like they're not worried about him, though. Like, he's going to go.
Yeah, but they're also thinking about starting Binnington.
Yes.
So what they think and feel,
Their
is not
concussions
the
might be worse than Logan
Is
Thompson's.
not the same as and
No.
Kemper.
And Kemper is.
Like to
It
me,
was the right call at the time.
Yes,
But I don't love.
I would get Blackwood. Where's Blackwood? Get him on the.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. One of you. I'd take Thompson, Kemper. Sorry, man. You're out.
We're going with these 3. That's it.
No, I know, but I'm just saying if Kemper isn't.
Because, like, Logan Thompson was there, not just like, oh my God, Canadian goaltending is brutal. I guess we'll take Logan Thompson. He was good for all of last year and for the start of this year.
For the first 30, 35
yeah,
games.
and
this year,
then
yes.
as Washington cooled, he cooled. I don't know, man. Like, again, if it was up to you and I, knowing that we're stuck with these 3, Binnington, you're in the press box, man. But I doubt that's what's going to happen. I think he'll get one of the first 2 games. I don't know which order they'll do it.
To me, when all the insiders they're all mouthing the same thing,
Yeah.
which is loyalty.
Yeah, which is someone.
Bennington,
You mean somebody's whispering to them?
somebody is feeding them
Softening
that,
the ground
yes,
for-
exactly. That
Get ready, Canada.
here it comes. And again, if Jordan Bennington comes through like he did in the Four Nations, I won't eat my hat, but I certainly will come back on here
yes.
and go, wow.
2 international tournaments in a row. He got
Once
it done.
again, I've shown that I am not an NHL GM, but at the moment right now, I'm thinking this seems there's proceed with grave trepidation.
Yeah, the problem is if you beat the Czechs 3-1 and then beat Switzerland, let's say 4-2, and your plan was always to be able to say, hey, we gave Binnington a shot, but we wanted to go in the other direction with, let's say, Thompson, who went in game. Well, technically, that's been taken away from you now, too. He had the harder game, gave up fewer goals, and now you can't turn the page.
If you go with the first 2 games, if you go with Binnington in those first, or whoever you go
I
with.
think you're going Binnington, Thompson, 1-2, or 2, like in one order or another, because you're on a back-to-back. Those 2 guys are going to play, I think.
All right. Well, then you go with whoever has the better game.
I guess.
To me, I was thinking you were going to go with, if Kemper is at all healthy, that they would go with Binnington Kemper, and due to Thompson being omitted from the team in past years, but much to all the great ballyhoo.
Well, Kemper was omitted as well, was he not? It was Hill
he
and
was a goddamn
Montembeault.
runner-up on the Vezina last year,
Yes,
and he
that's
wasn't
right.
deemed good enough to play in the Four Nations.
Got to make room for Montembeault.
Yeah, well, Aiden Hill,
Yeah.
which, again,
Cup winner, at least.
Yeah, but he is the
Darcy Kemper.
Yeah, this is it. That's
Colorado
exactly
Avalanche.
right.
Yes.
This is what he is.
Don't blow it for me, man.
He is the Niemi of the whole
There you go.
thing. Just
That's-
whatever.
That was harsher, but yeah, okay.
Michael Leighton,
Oh, no.
not a cup winner, but made it to a cup final.
Yeah.
How about Corey Crawford?
I think that was rough on Corey Crawford.
Okay, I don't know. I think Corey Crawford played on a great team.
Sure did.
Anyways, to
Jordan
me,
Binnington's about to play on one, too.
I wonder if due to Thompson's with DeBoer and Cassidy's
This was why apparently he wasn't.
reluctance, yes. That maybe
Apparently it was a personality thing. There was enough people in Hockey Canada who said, if he's not your starter, we don't know if we love his attitude or that he'll be a good teammate. And I guess over the late summer, I think it was Friedman who reported on this, that said like he was hurt by that. Now, whether or not it was hurt because shit, like maybe that actually is the type of guy I've been,
But hurt, like
or
you say.
maybe could be. But he went out of his way to say,
I'll do
whatever
whatever.
you need me to do, I will be there. I remember the quote that Ed Belfour used when he got selected, he was told he was going to be the 3rd goalie for Canada.
I will
in
give you
02.
$1 billion to put me on this team.
The last time I went to tell that story, you told that joke, so we're both repetitive
I know,
fucks.
I know, but it's so good. It is worth.
He said, like, if you need somebody to drive the bus between the village and the, like,
How about mixed sandwiches?
I want to go. Yeah,
Can you
exactly.
mix sandwiches?
Maybe you're not the guy who will drive our very expensive.
If we're going to take that story all the way home, sorry, Ed, you can't drive.
I'll be the guy who calls cabs for everybody. on the team.
Ubers all around.
Yeah, I think they're going to give Binnington game 1, Thompson 2, and God knows what happens from there. And I doubt Kemper sees the ice, short of an injury at that point. Like, I think you got to pick 2
Yep.
and just go.
I just wonder. To me, Thompson should be the guy.
Yeah.
I would.
But everything about it sucks, right? Like, Braden Point, you're going to go. It sounds like if they haven't named a replacement yet, they're obviously giving. I think they're going to take him over there and hope that even if he misses a game or 2, but we don't know what we're going to get. Logan Thompson is now in that same situation. You'd like to have seen him played a couple games, right? You'd like to see him do the William Nylander and go dummy the Calgary Flames or something, right? Like, I don't think we're getting that. I think there's going to be question marks.
But see, I think Sweden has that. We talked about it 10 days ago, right? The how,
Brodin, well, they've just ruled a couple of the guys out.
but the number of guys who are going,
Yes.
who are recently, the Americans have been throughout the first half of the season.
Yep.
The number of guys who have been off and up and down and injured.
Yep.
I just think this is what the tournament's going to be. Everyone is going to have to navigate injuries to some degree.
It sure looks like it. Why don't we take a break here? We'll come back.
Can I just say,
You can, man.
this beer at 11% is silky smooth, easy drinking, not a hint of booziness to it.
So this was, again, the bicycle...
The Peregrine. Imperial Stout.
Okay.
And, man, I would dangerously keep this on hand. But it is...
Yeah, a six-pack of 11% beers is going to leave you in a bad spot.
But it's a silky, smooth drink.
Okay.
I've been very impressed with it.
Beauty.
And wishing I was coming back with another one on the other half. But you know what? It's still early in the day.
Ish. Yeah. We'll be back.
You kids can't keep your heads to yourself. I'm gonna turn this car around and there'll be no Cape Canaveral for anybody. That's it. Back to Winnipeg.
We're back at it here on this edition of the Talkie and Audio podcast as I fumble my way to the finish line. And it's a little early for that. Like, normally I don't do that till I'm hitting the outro of the podcast. But give us a follow on social media at Talkie and Audio and subscribe to the pod wherever you're hearing us right now. While you're snickering and snorting away at me over there. What's your second beer? I hope it is disappointing.
It's just the much lamenting Matt saying, and the Leafs are playing at 8:30, and you're like, yeah, but that's 6:30 Mountain Time.
Yeah, well, 4 o'clock Mountain would have been better.
Yeah, for Matt and his
Fucks.
5 o'clock.
I tweeted that out and took some shit over it. Like, well, at least the Leafs are ass, but at least we get to make Vancouver play at 4 o'clock today.
And I looked at because Ottawa, I think, after the Olympic break, will be in Vancouver. And you know, those motherfuckers are playing at 10 o'clock at night.
Of course they are, man. Come on. You know the pecking order around here.
Yeah.
Even when your teams are shit.
Oh, so very well, Matt. I know the pecking order.
They made the Tuesday night Leafs-Oilers game a national game. They used to do that a lot. Matthews versus McDavid. Now you're like, what is the justification here for, like, McDavid and the Oilers are still relevant. We're talking about the 7th place, 6th place. No, 7th place, I think, at the moment. Team in the Atlantic Division. I assume they're displeased with the Wednesday night matchup that would normally be their national game, which I think is Montreal-Winnipeg.
Toronto is the 7th. 7th in the Atlantic.
That's right. So,
yep.
Your pint, sir.
I am drinking, I don't know what it's called. It's a fucked up looking can. But it's from Clifford, which I believe is out of London.
London or Hamilton?
London.
Okay.
Maybe Hamilton.
Might be Hamilton. Southwestern Ontario.
Yeah. And you know what? Anderson is out of London.
Yep.
Clifford may be out of Hamilton.
Okay.
Right. This is just their light lager. It's called the Crusher, I think.
The Crusher. That's a terrible name for a light lager.
Yeah, it is.
Come on.
Comes in at 4%. It's the nice back end to that sweet and gorgeous Imperial Stout I just took down.
Yeah.
What do you got?
A good pumping of the brakes. Over here, this comes from, actually, I think I mentioned this a week or two ago. I can't remember how long. When the old man walked in here, when you and I finished recording a few weeks ago, he had brought a whole bunch of stuff with him, beers that he'd found along the way.
God bless him.
God, yeah, fucking right, man. For so many reasons, but tonight, for this one, and it was the Side Launch Mocha Stout.
Oof.
Out of Collingwood is Side Launch.
Yes.
And I think we've talked about this before. I only know like that one beer from Side Launch that had like the
wheat
big,
ale.
bold
Yeah, it was a wheat ale, I think.
Side Launch text down the side in white font and big black.
Yeah.
So I don't hear a whole lot about them, but they have a Mocha Stout here, 4.2%, that I'm going to cruise home on.
See, shout out Perry, who maybe 15, 20 years ago started up his own brewery. Pre-craft explosion.
Okay.
And it just didn't go well.
Oh.
But the guys who started up Side Launch are good friends of his. So
Okay.
So he's like, yep, they won't steer you wrong.
There you go. I always like this kind of stuff. I don't really know why, but there was a good story here at Winnipeg over the last week or so.
Marv, Manitoba Marv, the gopher.
No.
Who did or didn't see his shadow on Groundhog Day?
Scampered across the border from Minnesota to escape persecution.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. No, persecution. ICE agents. What exactly?
They're shooting people. They're obviously going to shoot me.
He was in that elementary school where they bomb threat. There was just.
Oh my God.
And it just
Yeah. Oh no, he's swiping my Winnipeg.
Yeah, we're coming back
again.
to your good story. Like we talked about in the Trump first term, how we felt like Canada was an apartment above a meth lab.
Yeah. Has it ever felt more?
When I listened to Carney's speech at Davos,
Mm-hmm.
and he was talking about the world GDP, Scandinavia plus Canada is like 23% of world GDP.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, could we not move? Could we switch places
This
with
is it.
Greenland? Could we not just get closer?
Not to Greenland. You don't want to go to Greenland.
No, switch. We're going to move. We're just going to anyways, have you ever wanted to be further away?
This is it. It's like watching, I can't remember where I read it, but it always stuck with me that your neighbor's a drunk. He's always been a bit of a drunk, but he was reasonably harmless. But clearly things are getting out of control. And now he comes home every night with with fireworks or with oh shit, that's like an 1800s military cannon. And I don't love all of this stuff right next door to me as your problems are getting worse. Right?
And you somehow have 4 cars that none of them run. And you're like, but that's what they are.
Yeah.
And you're just never more have you wished you could just be
We'll be over here.
somewhere else. Can a little buffer. Could Mexico be in between the two of us?
There you go. Why don't you move down to the basement
This is it.
and give
We'll push
Mexico
it down. Give us
the
a
main
little
floor?
buffer in between because it is fucked up what's happening.
And
down
plus,
there.
it'll make the lives of all those Hondurans and everybody else trying to get to you
harder.
easier if you're switching with Mexico.
They'll have to come. Okay,
Yeah.
sure. All right. I like that, Matt.
Okay,
Sorry, yes. Easier for the Hondurans
Yes.
to get to the
And
United
really,
States.
yeah, for sure.
And who hasn't ever said that? What can we do to make things easier for the Hondurans?
I don't think it gets said enough.
Okay, Manitoba Marv, back to you.
Well, this is just now we're coming off a real thing to my stupid thing. More and more cities worldwide, I think we did one of these before, are naming their snowplows. No? Not familiar?
Mr. Plow?
Mr. Plow is one of them here. Yeah, of course. It's great. But Winnipeg is the most recent city to do it. I'm going to give you a second to think here of something that would be Winnipeg specific. And they're always like a pun, right? Or a whatever that you might consider naming snow removal equipment. But this just happened a couple weeks ago. They put it out to schools across the city. They called it To the Young and the Young at Heart. Anyone was able to submit their names. My favorite, because there's no pun, there's no anything to it.
Is Winnie McWinnie in there?
Yeah, this is it, right? It's always Bodie McBoatface.
Yes, exactly.
And somebody else in Northern England or whatever did Plowy McPlowface or whatever.
Okay.
There's always that. But I like one of the ones for whatever reason. I think people just thought the simplicity of it or whatever was funny, so it got the votes. It was just Greg. There's nothing clever about it. Just let's name one of them Greg. It got the votes.
See, Greg would never be my generic go-to. It would
just
be
Bob.
It would be Doug or Barry.
Doug would work in Canada, especially,
Yeah.
man.
Okay.
Like Doug out. So it's not going to be Doug, is it?
No.
So they're all Winnipeg themed. And a couple of them here, sports themed. Melt Stiegel. I kind of like that.
I like that one. That's good. Mel Stiegel.
Obviously, there was going to be some Winnipeg Jets themed here after their general manager, Kevin Shovel Day off. Kevin Shovel Snow off.
Okay.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
After Connor Hellebuck, we got the Hellebucket.
Okay.
It's not bad.
All right. Yeah, they're not bad.
No, and this one, I don't know. I'm a little down on it. It's Slosh Morrissey for Josh Morrissey.
Nope.
I
like it.
To me, it's not clever in a plow kind of way. It's a wintry themed.
We've
thing.
all been out there though when it's like,
And actually,
it's wet.
Slosh
and everything.
Morrissey makes me think it's more of a statement on how he spends his off seasons than how we're clearing snow around town.
Yeah. Well, that's how the first half of the season's gone.
But two non-sports that I liked both of them, and it makes me a bit of a hypocrite on my, hey, that's not plow-ish, it's just winter-ish, but that are Winnipeg-centric. Sled Penner.
Sled
Penner. Fred Penner.
Fred Penner. Okay, yes.
I like that one.
All right.
No. Rob doesn't like that one.
Rob's not down with that one.
And Winnie the Plow.
Winnie's what I came up with.
Of course, yeah. Of course, that is where Winnie the Pooh comes from, is Winnipeg.
It's Melt Stiegel.
Melt Stiegel is the best
It's
one.
100% Melt Stiegel.
Yep.
And Winnie was actually not so much for Winnie the Pooh, but it was Winnipeg, Winnie.
But Winnie the Pooh is
Yes.
named that because of being
Yes.
from Winnipeg.
Yes. A.A. Milne.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
I know things.
No, you don't.
Okay.
You know something.
I know some things.
You do.
Not a lot of things,
It's
but
true.
some
It's true.
things
It's
I do know.
And you're kind of clever.
Kind of.
Yeah. All right. We'll give
Not
you that.
enough to get dug into my into my plow names here. We are, as you pointed out, I think we had the mics running already, just like less than a week away from spring training opening up at the same time as the Winter Olympics.
I was talking over you. Like,
Yeah. I know. This is why most people don't realize that I know things. There's always someone speaking on top of it. But the Blue Jays did announce that this season, I believe it was in July 13th, July 18th, something like that, they're going to unveil a new statue outside of the Sky Dome.
have they said what it's going to look like? Have you seen a description?
No.
Okay.
But I know what it's in honor of, or like what the moment is. It's the Joe Carter 93.
It's supposed to represent the World Series.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yes.
It's 92 and 93 sort of combined.
But it is Joe Carter. And actually, I'm shocked they're removing the Ted Rogers statue, which has been a bit of a, like, really? We're the only stadium in baseball who has a statue of its owner and none
Right?
of its
There's
players.
not a Steinbrenner one in
Well, there
New
might
York
be,
City?
but there are also players. Like, it just seemed
Okay.
that was a little offside. So we are getting, the Joe Carter statue between gates 5 and 6, which is exactly where the Ted Rogers one is standing. That is on the Union Station CN Tower side of the dome.
So
Yeah, go ahead.
if you were,
It's not like I was.
yeah, this whole part was, oh, sorry, Matt, go ahead.
No.
It's going to be one of two things. Am I right? This statue it's not just Joe Carter with a bat on his shoulder.
It sounds like it's a predominant, like this is a Joe Carter statue in celebration of the World Series years, is my understanding.
So it's one of two things. It's that picture of him running down the first base line.
Where he's like hopping
Where
or.
he's jump up and he's like scissor kicking
Yeah.
and he's doing that thing.
That'd be
but
awesome.
He's facing into the infield as opposed to Springer with his homer this year running and facing and jumping and facing the stands. It was
I like that one better, to be honest with you.
for sure, because he's trying to celebrate it with
With
the
the
people.
crowd, yeah.
But I think what it's going to be is that picture of Joe on everybody's shoulders with him with his fist in like.
It's a very complex statue.
I
think
know, but you're able to then if you can put Joe up, and you have, and I don't know who is
fist pump or
who's
something.
holding him up, but you could put like
Probably Rance Mullenix
if this is down
down underneath.
Yes,
Being hidden by Carter's ass.
yeah, right there on the back of the jersey. You could have other guys in there, but it's Joe with the fist in the air. That's how I read the article, and I'm like, that's what it's got to be.
Maybe. And I'd be okay with that. I think it's going to be more singled out as Joe. And that's why I wanted to ask you, and maybe you've already answered this by saying you want, or sounds like you want this to be more team-centric. I'm curious, is there another moment, another player that is more deserving to be the first one? Because I doubt this will be the only one, right?
To me, it's Alomar.
Yeah, but we're not doing that.
Yes, this is it. Right. So to me, the only other guy is,
I did see lots of people in the comments, in the replies, saying it's time to make up with Alomar. It's like, it's not like they had a fight. Like, it's not like making up with Dave Keon.
Yeah.
He's kind of a shithead. And yeah, we should probably make up with Roberto Osuna. Nah.
Yeah, I think we're gonna wait on that. Yeah. So because to me, Alomar was my guy.
Yeah. Well, I think he was a lot of people's. Like, he was incredible.
I love
There's no
that
question
guy.
how good he was as an athlete.
Defensive, honestly, and clutch and all those things. Like, he was a gamer. Now, everything that happened afterwards.
The whole second half of your life.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you just sort of like, oh, why do you got to do that?
Yeah, well, don't be like that, man.
So the only other people I would say, besides the guys like the Borders and the Molitor, who were the MVPs, I think of Frank Morris. And I think of Dave
Jack
Winfield.
Morris.
Yeah, I think of Jack as well, but Frank is.
His brother, Jack's brother Frank, runs a great bait shop just outside Peterborough.
Who is Frank Morris?
I think you're still hung up on Frank Costanza from earlier.
No, I have no idea who I'm hung up with. But Jack Morris and Dave Winfield.
Yep.
To me, in terms of singular moments.
And this is it. Like, this is where it gets difficult in, like, marrying a moment and a player. Like, Dave Winfield was only here for 1 year. So
Jack Morris was here for half a season.
Right. Yeah, at that point, why not just roll with
the guy who's here for both?
David Cohn, I was going to say. Like, picked up at the deadline, get us a championship, get the fuck out of here. The only other guys I think you could make, you could do the bat flip, but you didn't win a championship there. But if we're talking about guys who you could see having a statue at some point, but I think if you're going to do this and start this somewhere, it should be in the championship era. And at that point, yeah, the names are pretty limited. It would be Carter. It would be Alomar. Maybe like Hankey or Ward. But the moment is Joe Carter.
Could I give you an Ed Sprague?
You cannot. You can keep your Ed Sprague. And,
or Kirsten Babb Sprague.
Oh, my God. I'll take my Kelly Gruber and see myself.
Sylvie Frechette says, fuck you.
Yeah.
Is that too deep for you? Or
Yeah, way too deep.
Ed Sprague's wife, Kirsten Babb,
Yeah.
was a synchronized swimmer for the Americans at the Olympics in '96.
Oh, okay.
Who jobbed the Americans. There was a whole, there was a voting issue there. No way.
No, not at all. She's not getting a statue, though, at the Dome.
No, so neither is Ed Sprague,
Neither is
right?
Ed, sorry,
Ed
buddy.
Sprague, you're like, oh man, game 3 winner or game
Sure.
2, whatever that was. And you're like, and your wife, fucking always being brought down.
This is it, man. Well, we're right. Like, we're crossing the mode as we go down the list here. And this is why Joe Carter, I think, has to be the guy. But I am legitimately surprised that Rogers is taking
Could I give you a Pat
bit
Gillick?
of a, could you stop giving me things and let me talk for a second? Yeah, here's a guy sitting behind a desk who will make a great statue.
Doug Ash.
I like
Gord Ash.
Gord Ash.
Doug
Ash hanging out with fucking, what's his
Winnie the
name?
Plow.
Morris. I was going to say your buddy. Jack Morris's brother with the bait shop. Yeah, I don't even know now. Fuck me.
Yeah, it's okay. It's all
Your
right.
11% beer's going down over there.
No, it's totally good.
Derailed
I'm on to
the,
a 4% now. We're totally, we're clear of that.
Okay, bringing down that resting heart rate.
Yes.
Yeah, if you want to be in the championship era, and obviously Roberto Alomar, persona non grata, yeah, it's Joe Carter. It's the home run. And he actually, people forget, caught the ground out in 92 as well. He was playing first base. Nixon bunts to Timlin, over to
Oh, I was going
Carter.
to say, who was the guy who was bunting?
Otis Nixon, future Blue Jay.
Apple carving.
Well, that's that. But this topic is something of a shit show.
Well, no. You know what it is?
Something of a shit show.
This is
Can I just say, I'm surprised Rogers has read the fan base. We're going to take Ted up to Mount Pleasant and put him in front of the Rogers building instead of the Rogers Center where people want to come and celebrate baseball. Ted made no bones about the fact he wasn't a sports fan. He got the Dome for a steal. He got the team for a steal. And there was a little bit of civic pride to, we'll own Toronto's team, but he couldn't have possibly cared less. And to put a statue out there later posthumously as like the savior of the franchise, it rubbed a lot of fans the wrong way. And so I'm not surprised that they have decided to add more statues and start putting players in there. That's the right call. I am legitimately surprised that they are willing to uproot Uncle Ted and move him somewhere else.
if you look at, as somebody who was old enough to have been, as a young guy, to the Forum in Montreal, when you go to the Bell Center now, have you been to the Bell Center for a hockey game?
No. Just fights.
Man, that was a great fight. They have a great area down the one side of the Bell Center, the opposite side from where we used to look at from the Espresso.
From Rue Guy.
Yeah, exactly. From the other side,
Yep.
when you come up, and they have your Richards and your Bellevaux and your Cornwallis and your Lafleurs. They have all these statues that you walk past in this huge sort of
Well, the Leafs finally did that, right? Legends Row at one end of the... Like, you should do... Michael Jordan is out in front of the United Center. Like, you should be doing those things.
Yes. Yes, and so to me, the more of those...
Mario, I believe, is in front of the old Civic. I think they moved him to the new PPG paints. Is that what it's called? Still called?
I believe it is.
Yeah.
I believe it is.
You should be doing that.
You should be. And the idea that it gives you a sense of history and pride of franchise where you walk by and you're like, yes, yes. Like all these people represented. So nobody walks by a Ted Rogers statue and goes,
Yes.
fuck
My
yeah.
monthly cable bill.
Wow, man, I am paying X amount for fucking cable, internet, and cell phone. You're like,
Right. Thanks for this great bundle, Ted.
yeah, exactly. But why can't I bundle my cell phone with my fucking internet and TV? You fucker. See, and again,
People sitting there arguing with
and
the
this is it,
statue.
and then I walk in, I'm like, this sucks. If I could defecate on this, like people in Edmonton on the Gretzky statue, we'd be better off.
Yeah, okay. So there's an argument against statues, too. Both the Gretzky and the Rogers.
Well, and the Gretzky one is just in a downturn. I was just thinking the other day that I think that when do you bring Wayne back? Is it post-Trump? Is it after that? Because
It's almost got to be post-Trump.
there's got to
doesn't
be
it?
a renaissance.
There will be.
coming there.
We will forget. We talked about this. It is possible to love somebody and be really mad at them
Yeah,
without
of course.
no longer loving
Of course.
them. Right? And I think that's where we're at right now.
But you do need to say sorry.
Yep. It's too late now to say
Yeah.
so.
Anyways, Ted Rogers, thanks. Move the sign, move the statue. We're good to go.
Yeah. Make room for Joe.
And Joey Bats. Now, I don't know how you do that. He's got to be, because the bat has to be attached to the hand.
This is what I'm thinking. Like, how do you mark the bat flip?
Right.
Like, because something's got to be supporting it. I don't know. But they'll do it.
It's his hand is up, and then there's got to be just a brief period, a brief bit of space between his hand
And like a really
the bat.
thin piece of metal
Yes,
that's holding it,
that's holding the
separating
bat
it,
up.
that's barely visible. Yeah.
Yes, and the scowl is on his face.
Fucking right, man.
Yes, that's how it does.
Is he next? Like, it's sad.
That's what I would do.
I would too, but it's sort of a condemnation of the franchise that a first round playoff, like game 5,
Well,
like it's legendary. There's a picture hanging right here in the studio of the bat flip moment.
but it's a moment that went not just across Canadian baseball; it went across baseball. Period. Like the number of
But
bat
who else
flips-
is in the mix? Like, is it Doc?
Well, no. So to me,
Pat Henkin?
But if you are looking at, you're going to have one man to encompass 2 World Series.
It's Joe Carter.
Yeah. Okay, but I'm just saying. So if you are doing one statue for the 2 World Series,
Yeah.
Otherwise, you do it differently. Right?
Yeah, no, you could do Juan Guzman for 92 or Pat Borders for 92
Yes.
or something like that. You're right. So we're doing an era.
And so
But the fact that we are celebrating 15-16 as an era despite having not even made the World Series in either one of them is depressing. It's very Toronto, to be honest with you.
Yeah. But see, to me, I would look at the 2 greatest pitchers in Blue Jays history, Doc Halladay
Dave Steve.
and Dave Stieb.
Yep.
Right? Like, so to me, Dave Stieb was the 80s when that franchise went from being like a total laughing stock
Yep.
to guy was a bulldog and made the team legit.
Right?
Like, and he was a gamer. That's a guy. And he sort of brought that franchise to a different spot. But you could also have George Bell, MVP.
Sure.
AL MVP in
Yep.
87. Like, those are Jesse Barfield, 86 home run, AL
Yep.
home run champ.
And see, I guess for me, like, I'm aware of those, but they're pre my time, so I don't have the emotional. Like, for me,
eras, though,
Doc.
we're
Yeah,
talking.
100%. Yeah. Like, for me, Doc is the face of a very dark era, but he was elite all the way through.
100%.
Right? Like, yeah.
And that's what you want to recognize,
Yes.
though, is, and we know that his
But isn't that one recognizing just him as opposed to recognizing an era? Because that era sucked and no one really wants to remember. Like the black jersey era.
I think we want to recognize greatness.
Yeah.
I think we want to recognize greatness as part of the franchise. So to me, absolutely, Roy Halladay is part of that.
So do you want to, just as we wrap this up, a couple of years, it's time for statue number 2. Something from like Joey Bats, Roy Halladay, back to the 80s. Would you do something there? Would you go to Dave Stieb? Who deserves to be number 2?
I want to see a Dave Stieb.
Yeah.
That's what I want to
I could see that.
You go back, like it's kind of like the veterans or the alumni who get to bring in somebody who's missed out on the Hall of Fame ballots,
Yes.
and you get to go back and you go, this guy that
Yeah, the players committee or whatever they call it.
he should be in here, and then you go forward from there. And I skip.
By then, if you're going to do this once every 5 years, like maybe you're ready for Vladdy or
I skip by the Clemens thing, and
no, he wasn't here long enough. But I got time for a conversation about Henkin.
This is what I'm saying. So to me, he sort of gets sucked into the Clemens era.
He
right?
does, yes.
After that,
Carlos Delgado.
not for me.
Okay.
You're asking me.
No, you're right. Probably not statue worthy, but I would do a day for him or something.
I
like
do
I
Halliday.
Would,
Well, he's already on the level of excellence,
right?
Like he's up there.
No, you're right.
I do Halliday, and then I go into it's Joey Bats after that.
Okay.
It's Jose Batista for sure, man.
It is.
And we salvaged that. See that? We brought that back. We salvaged.
Well, we'll let the listener be the judge of that. Hello, are you still here? It is Super Bowl week. Speaking of hello, are you still here? It is Drake May's Patriots versus the Seattle Seahawks.
Sam Darnold Seahawks.
And I have, I guess, already showed my hand in painting that fairly unkindly. I couldn't tell you the last time. And you know me, like I'm similar to yourself, an NFL casual, but I always watch the Super Bowl. I can't tell you the last time I've been this disinterested in a Super Bowl matchup.
Apathy. Would you say apathy?
I would say apathy, Rob, because we will have already also seen the start of the Olympics. Now, they won't conflict, right? Because of the 6-hour time difference over to Italy, whatever's going on at the Olympics will be done by like 3:30 p.m. But like these aren't even the hateable, go fuck yourself Patriots that you're sick of, and I'll just
kind of
happily, yeah. You haven't not been in the woods long enough, for sure. You don't deserve this yet.
And the fan base, I say to those people, the bandwagon jumpers, the Brady bandwagon guys, who are still like, oh, I've been a Patriots fan for 20
long suffering
years
since 2001.
And you're like,
hey, isn't that when they get?
Yeah,
hey,
yeah, it's, so to me, those people, that is.
But you know what I'm saying? There is no Belichick, right? There is no
100%.
they're harder to hate. There is sort of the mediocre path they took to get here, which has been obviously much discussed. But even if I could still get my heart rate up to hate the Patriots on that level, the Seahawks don't do it for me, right? Like that, to me, they're just off my radar. And I understand they're good, and this will be the toughest game that the Patriots have seen through the playoffs.
By underlying stats, this Seattle defense is like the second best defense in NFL history.
And yet, there's just something like it's Seattle, and it's this like you know what I'm saying? Like there's just nothing there.
I love the colors, man. I love the uniform.
It just doesn't grab me, this matchup. I don't know what that is, and there's always something I can grab. Like even when it's Bengals versus LA or whatever it was that year, and it was like I don't really care about either of these teams, but those are interesting enough, and there's enough stars here that you can get my attention. But as you said, Sam Darnold versus Drake May.
But see,
I don't know.
Do you not feel the Sam Darnold story at all?
Like being long time
people like shitting
deriding on
him all the way wherever he goes.
And look, let's make no bones about it. For the amount I'm going to watch and care, I will be slightly leaning, and probably more than slightly, but like I hope the Seahawks win, but I don't really care. I may not watch the whole game, which will be unusual for me for the Super Bowl.
See, you sent me, what you wanted to talk about today.
Yeah.
And I looked at it, and so my gut reaction is, you said level of interest in the Super Bowl.
Yes.
And I'm like, fucking zero.
Yeah.
Zero. And I'm legitimately thinking about going to the movies that night.
There you go.
But as I think about it, if I'm at home,
Yeah.
if I don't choose to go see Hamnet,
If I can't find something better to do.
yeah, then I will watch it.
I assume I'll watch it.
And I will be Bad Bunny in the halftime show does not interest me
Nope.
in the least.
And yet, did you see, what's his name, Charlie Kirk's old organization? They're having the All-American halftime show because fuck having a Hispanic on my TV.
Is Kid rocking it?
He's the main actor. Of course.
See, I had no idea.
You fucking geeks.
I had no idea.
Yes.
Who else is in it?
I don't remember a bunch of like country acts that I'm not familiar with, but
That is the most.
This is a MAGA sympathizers
honest
halftime
to
show.
God, man, that is gross.
It's so. We are offended by someone speaking Spanish on our television, so we'll do our own show.
We're going to deport that mofo at the halftime show.
Won't be shocked if he's the reason that ICE is saying they will be at the
ICE
at
agents.
the Super Bowl.
Yes, man. Yes, man.
But they're having their own halftime show.
I had
the MAGA special.
Are you serious?
I am very serious. Turning Point USA. That's what they're called. Charlie Kirk's older.
It's a turning point.
It is.
It's a turning point for sure. And I had no idea.
Yeah. Kid Rock and
it is gross.
honest to God, man. So no, you're right. But we've talked about this 100 times in previous years. The halftime show is also rarely for us these days, right? It's to grab people who may or may not be interested in the game. Now, Bad Bunny's about as big as any artist in the world right now, but it just doesn't speak to either one of us. So between that and a matchup that really doesn't do much for me, and I don't know that it would have been any different had the Broncos won. I sort of prefer the Broncos, but it's not like I'm familiar with
their Bo Nix and
this is it.
Yeah.
Like a 10-7 shit show in the championship game there a week and a half ago. Just what a mess. Yes. I don't know whether the Broncos would have done more to get me up to face the Seahawks. There's just something about this particular matchup. And I understand the people who are listening to this who are more hardcore into football are screaming that, there's more to it than that. You're missing out on
100%.
it. There's almost something. I'm sure there's something to that. But marquee, I don't know. It's just not doing it for me.
But you're not coming to Matt and Rob for your hardcore
No.
NFL takes. So the listener understands that we are that person who gets sucked into, as I said to you,
I did watch most of the playoffs. The playoffs were great this year, but we've ended up in a place that was, oof. We've taken a wrong turn.
Right.
Somewhere.
It's always week 2 of the playoffs and the conference finals. To me, are always, as a fringe fan, those are the ones where you go, that's where the best football is.
Yeah, it's true.
Super Bowl is rarely where you see the best football.
Yeah.
So, honestly, I am actively trying to find something better to do. But if I'm at home and I can't, and I haven't done it, if the better half,
the batteries have fallen out of my remote,
has
I'm
decided that she doesn't want to go to the movies that night, then I'll watch part of it. But I will not. It will not be a mainstay on my film.
Yeah, on my film.
What the fuck?
This is how in touch we are.
Yeah, well, no, and it's on my PVR.
And I get the reel out from the schoolhouse there.
I've started watching Black Rabbit.
I've never heard of that.
Oh man, it's Jude Law and Jason Bateman.
Okay.
It's streaming on Netflix. It's worth a watch.
I said to Strides on Monday, I just finished Heated Rivalry.
Okay. So it's been 10 days since you and I saw each other.
Yep.
I watched it in 2 days.
Okay.
I started watching it the night that I left here.
And what I said to Strides, it's kind of gay.
It's super gay.
It's pretty gay. But the story behind it is well done. It's
well, to me, so my younger brother, I've talked about him in the past.
Yep.
He's 30 plus years out.
He's pretty gay.
He's pretty gay. Love him.
Yep.
He's actually my favorite Christie.
Mine too. But it's slim pickings.
Yeah, it is. It's actually like he is the Flash and Colonel Corn in the big dump.
Damn.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Anyways,
It's your family.
I got through 4 episodes and I'm like, man, and I wish there was more gay sex because the acting is terrible. The script is terrible.
You didn't like the script either, eh?
The filming is terrible. It's like It's like Street Legal meets The Beachcombers.
Beachcombers.
It's just, man, it was so Canadian. And he said to me, there was a lot of things he said to me. He said first and foremost, he said, it's a fantasy. It's not this
is not what real life is like for your average
This
gay.
is not a hockey show. It's not meant to be.
I said to Strides on the podcast, I'm like, there's a scene where Sean Hunter from New York scores a goal on the road and the horn goes off. I said, the road goal horn, or the goal horn, is between a player and his home crowd. And what they showed here was unnatural. It was an abomination. It was blasphemous to play a goal horn when the road guy scores.
Yeah. Well,
I was offended, Rob.
Yes. And when the Admirals are playing at home, the New York Admiral, and Kip and his friend are there watching, they're sitting in wooden seats.
Yes. What building is this?
This is, and I'm
Is this
so
where the sirens play?
well. This is, and I'm watching it. I'm like, this is bullshit. But again, anyways, what he said is, the books are smut, which they're intended to be.
Yes.
And it's
And a lot of the show is smut.
Yes, and he said the reality is most shows that are focused on gay people or those living in an alternative lifestyle, it's focused on AIDS, it's focused on drug abuse, fringes of society.
Yeah.
And he said there's none of that here.
Well, they're celebrating it.
And it's
Not celebrating the smut, celebrating that lifestyle.
This is it. Well, and it's a happy thing.
Like the crowd reacts well. Look, check out now. We're about to end the show. So if you haven't watched this yet and you don't want spoilers, but there is a moment when Hunter wins the cup and the crowd accepts him and his partner. You know, there's when Hollander comes out to his parents or gets found out by his parents, they're reasonably accepting, right? That's not the way this goes for everybody,
all
right?
the time.
No,
and
certainly not.
So to me,
but that doesn't mean it wasn't. See, I'm surprised he said the story wasn't well written or that the script was bad. I
thought it was all terrible.
Okay.
But he said to me, this is through 4 episodes. There's 6 episodes. And he said 5 and 6 are the best episodes.
Yep.
And anyways, yada, yada. It changed my perspective on it, right? It isn't, even though I understood the hockey was not the focus.
Yeah,
it was
the setting. It was the
It was the
backdrop.
vehicle that was meant to take you where you were going.
Yep.
And put it in a mainstream view, especially in Canada.
Yes.
But 5 and 6 were, it was better. And not the acting was better or the filming was better, but the story.
See, I didn't find the acting that bad either.
The story moved to the next level.
Yes.
And to me, I was glad to have watched it.
See, I thought a lot of the talk, and maybe it's just because people wanted it to be great because of what it was doing.
Yeah, of course.
I did think it was hyped over what it needed to be, but I also didn't think it was bad. Like, I didn't watch those 6 or 8 episodes, whatever it is, and go,
6, yeah.
that was a waste of my time or what. Now,
Yeah.
I said to Shrides, I was very open about it to her. I said, there are moments in that show that made me uncomfortable, right? And I said, not in a gross way necessarily, but like if you watch HBO, whether it be Entourage or whatever else, where there is nudity, there's a similar amount of that in this, but it's gay sex. And there was moments where that pushed me back and
Yeah.
Now that's on me.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that's whatever. But I thought the story outside of that was still enough. Like I said, I didn't think it was worth the hype that it got, that this was world changing, that this was whatever.
Yeah.
I also didn't think it was bad.
See, and the thing is, I
kind of liked the story
I watched it to the end
of episode 4.
of 6. I watched,
you texted him after episode 4. Sorry, I thought you hadn't finished it yet.
No,
Okay,
where
yeah.
we had the conversation, and it changed my perspective going into 5 and 6.
Right.
So, and all I was going to say was, had this been a Hallmark movie with a man and a woman, I'm bailing after 4 episodes on that.
Yeah.
It's like I was going to stay to the end because it was gay.
Right.
Because I didn't want anyone to say to me, well, you're not watching because you're...
Well, that's why I thought it was important to say that. It did make me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And whatever that says about me, it says about me, but I didn't turn it off. I didn't,
Yeah.
you know.
And I wasn't offended at all by...
I wouldn't say I was offended, but I was uncomfortable.
Okay, I'm only speaking about me.
Yeah, okay.
I can't speak for you.
Well, you've been doing it all fucking show.
Well, I wasn't pointing at you. I wasn't pointing at you this time. It was, to me, I just found it to be, and I'll be interested because they've already greenlit.
Yep.
So there's 7 books
Yes.
in this series. And it's funny because I watched it.
How many books did season 1 cover? Was that just book 1?
2.
Okay.
So the Kip Scott Hunter storyline is book 1.
Okay.
It's called Game Changers.
So it got pigeonholed into...
Heated Rivalry, which is book 2.
Okay.
Which the series is called Game Changers. And because I work in a library, I was working on the books because we're now getting all the
People
books
want
in.
more. Yeah.
Honestly, 16 copies of Heated Rivalry came in just last week.
Right.
So it is in demand. And
Yeah.
and between the two of them, there's 500 requests.
Jesus.
So it is.
Like, it reminds me a little, and the reason I asked the question was when Orange is the New Black came out on Netflix, and that was heralded. Now, that was like women's gay.
Yep, prison.
Yeah. But once they lost the backdrop of the book, and now it's up to us to write, that's where the show fell off.
Well, that's where Game of Thrones fell off, too.
And it happens, I think, to a lot of shows, is when we turn a book into a series, it's pretty good when we have this to follow. But now it's up to us to take it from here. And not always, but in a lot of cases, that's where they drop the ball. I'm like, I don't know what to do without the guide here.
See, first 6 seasons, there's 6 books in Songs of Fire and Ice, which is the series Game of Thrones was based on.
Mm-hmm.
They are excellent. And seasons 7 and 8 are off of the books. And they were terrible.
Yeah. Okay.
And so, as somebody who was a diehard George R.R. Martin reader, and I loved the first 6 seasons of the show.
Right.
The last 2 seasons were sad. So it is the same.
Yeah.
And so, but there are 7 books.
So there's still some material here that before we have to worry about that point.
Correct.
With this. Okay.
And I'll be interested though with.
And I said to Strides too, I don't know that I'll be back for season 2. Like, I
Right.
stuck with it through game 1, and I make it sound like it was a chore. It wasn't.
Yeah.
But it's not one of those ones where I'm like, oh my God, like
Can't wait.
cliffhanger, like something like that. It's not quite that for me.
And I'll be interested to see, because I understand seasons 2 and 3 have already been greenlit, how much more production money will be pumped into this.
Right.
'Cause
Now
thi-
that it's a hit.
This was shot in 2 months.
Yep.
So
And as you said, like, Canadian shows have a look to them. Right?
lower
Like,
budget
Yep.
and bam, in and out.
Yep.
Not to mention the in and out.
Hey.
Hey.
On that, let's get us out of here.
All right.
And by that, I mean you.
Yeah. Beat it.
So I'm on the train on Wednesday. Also, poorly chosen frame of words there. But on next Monday morning show.
Come on, ride the train.
1, 2, 3.
Yes. That's all.
Steve Bunda on Monday morning. It's gonna
Hot
be
buns.
hard to,
That's
hard-
his heated rivalry name. Hot buns.
I'll float that for him. See what he thinks.
All right.
But yeah, on a Super Bowl Sunday, you and I have talked about this before. Not easy to find people who want to
Crickets.
give up a little time. So the fact that I'm out of town on that particular Sunday, I didn't make it early. But Bunda is a hero. He'll step in and take care of that. And then, yeah, I will at some point that following week make my way back to town, and mostly in time for the men's hockey tournament.
Yes,
which,
guy.
We'll get into as that approaches. Because, frankly, it's been a talking point for basically since 4 Nations is what this Olympic tournament's going to look like. I've got it on my calendar, man. Like, not every game, but, like, on day 1, the tournament starts with Finland, Slovakia. I'm like, I'll watch that. Like, those are good enough teams. That,
Yeah, why would you not?
Yeah, I'll check that out. Sweden, Italy is the nightcap over there as the, the host nation on day 1, and then Canada at it the next day. In the round robin, 2 out of your 3 games for Canadians are at about 10 a.m., because the Americans get the 3 p.m. slot, the prime
sucks.
time slot. Fuck you. I don't know who thinks it'll be more popular down there, but I know NBC has more money than the CBC, so
You don't say.
I have no doubt how that panned out. We'll wrap it up here. Thanks so much for listening. If you missed it, go back and check out yesterday's show, or what's left of it, with Julian McKenzie, and check out his book, Black Aces. And thanks to Michaela Schreider for sitting in on Monday this week as well. Check all of those out at tallcanaudio.com or wherever you're hearing us right now. For Rob, my name is Matt. We'll see you next time.
See ya.
I thought it generally sucked. I didn't think it was a specific suck. I thought it was like an all-encompassing type of suck. So, we're going to try and rectify that. But for right now, I'm going to be pretty pissed about it.